Hello, my name is Dan Oakes and I'm the creator of Cookin'. I know you're anxious to get started, but if you take 2 minutes and watch this demonstration, I'll show you how to navigate through the Cookin' user interface, and it's going to make your experience with Cookin' so much better. This area here on the left side of the screen is called the Cookin' Bookshelf tab. And the first thing listed there is the Cookin' Cookbook Library. This is where your cookbooks are, and right now there's one cookbook in there called the dvo.com cookbook. And if I click here, I can see the chapters in that book. And by clicking on any chapter or this little down arrow, I can expand it and I can see the different recipes in this chapter. This area on the right here is for viewing your recipes and your content, your menus and so forth. And you'll notice there's this tab at the top, and you can open multiple tabs by clicking this new button. When I click here, you're going to see a new tab appear right here. See that? And now I can choose a different recipe, and I can browse around to find something good. So I can click back here to see this recipe and click back here to see this one. And if I wanted to, I can actually click on this and drag it down to here till it turns into this down arrow, and then when I drop it, now I can see both recipes on one screen. And I can take and drag this back if I want to up here and go back to the way it was. So that's what that new button does there. You can also, when you plan menus, you click this menu button on the toolbar, and this expands this little drop down box here that shows you the different menus that you have. When you start to do menu planning, you can start with a new menu by right-clicking here and choosing New, just like that. Or you can take an existing menu, one of these templates we've created. If you want to plan a menu for 1 week, just right-click on it and choose Copy Menu. And now you can edit this menu, change the name, and you can delete these instructions here, and now you can make it your own. And now it's just a matter of dragging recipes and dropping them on your menu, like so. Okay? Now after you're working and planning your menu, see what this view here allows you to take a preview look at this recipe. If I double click it, it'll show me what this recipe looks like here. But if I want to go back to that original view, I can click on this recipe browsing perspective button here, and that will take me back to the original view that we had, where I can go through and browse more recipes. And if I want to go back to menu planning perspective, I can just click here and it splits these screens for me. So that's the idea there. Creating your own cookbook and entering your own recipes in Cookin' is very easy. You just click, actually there's several ways to do it. I'm going to click here, I'm going to go to my recipe browsing perspective, and I'm going to click here on this cookbook library, and I can create my own cookbook here. Oakes Family Recipes. Okay, I'm going to click Save, and now you'll see that my cookbook appears here on this list. And to add a new chapter, I just click New Chapter here, and I can call this Desserts. Then I can click Save here, and you'll see the Desserts chapter appear here. Now I could also right-click here and choose New Chapter. So this area here, you can right-click and do some really powerful things. This side is a little bit more user-friendly and intuitive. And I can call this one Appetizers. And I'll click Save. But appetizers, of course, I want to appear before desserts. So all I have to do is just click it and drag it, and then drop it, and it moves it. Entering a recipe is simple too. I can click this New Recipe button here, or I can right-click here and choose New, right there, or I can click on this New Recipe button right here. So there's a number of ways to do it. And now I can enter how many people it serves, and the yield, and the prep, and the cook time, and so forth. And then I just press the Tab button to advance through those fields. I type 3 and then Tab, C-U-P, there it is, Tab, F, and it has flour already, so I'll just press Tab, 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 and then I'm going to go to T-A, it does tablespoons, Tab, B, butter, there it is, 1, T-E, there we go, teaspoon, S, and salt, there's salt. So entering a recipe is really easy. Then I can go down here and enter the instructions. Mix flour with butter and salt. Oops. And then I can click Save, and I can click this View tab here to view what this recipe would look like. There it is. Mix flour with butter and salt. If I want to, I can categorize this recipe. There's only one category now called My Favorite Recipes. I can click that checkbox there, and now this recipe will appear in this category. So that's pretty much all there is to it. If you'd like to search your recipe database, you can click down here on the search button, or you can click on this little magnifying glass here, and then it's just a matter of typing in the ingredient you're searching for and so forth, and then click the search button. Now it displays the search results down here in this list right here, but it also displays them on the Cooking Bookshelf tab also. And the reason is so that when I'm planning menus, I can take the search results and drag them onto my menu. So cooking's very easy to use. It's very powerful. This user interface lets you do a lot of things. You can totally customize it. I can click here to make a shopping list, and I can click here to analyze the nutritional value of my menu or a recipe. And then these show me the different foods and units and so forth on my in my database. I can click, there's a hidden sash here is what this is called, and I can click this to adjust this to make it bigger or smaller and so forth. And pretty much you have total power over the way this information of yours is displayed to simplify recipe preparation and meal planning and grocery shopping. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know. Thanks so much. Have a great day.